Ingress. Ingress is how well a system can protect itself from water or dirt and dust intrusion. Obviously, water, dirt, and dust are big parts of reliability because that's how corrosion happens, or shorting circuits in electrical systems, or even degradation of materials. So this is the very small lithium battery that I'm going to be using on the bike. And what I've done is I've relocated it up here, up inside, underneath the seat, the back seat, in front of the exhaust, and above the tire. So obviously a lot going on there. You have the heat from the exhaust. I have heat shields in here now protecting it, but you're always going to have the tire kicking stuff up into it. So I've begun my ingress design. I always prototype in orange. So I have this part of a box. So the question is, how do I keep it easily accessible? Because you may need to jump the bike. You might be somewhere and the battery's dead. And what I've decided to do is make a two-piece system. So this part here with the box on top. So obviously anything coming down from the top is going to run over it. There's no seal there. And then on the bottom is going to be this cover. Now this cover is going to be where a lot of my ingress protection comes from. I'm going to use two methods. I'm going to try to seal, but also assume I can't seal perfectly, and I need to have escape. So obviously wires have to go into here. So wires will go in this part here. Let's see, show you. All right, so the wires will be coming in here to the battery, and it sits at a slope. You can see how the back of the bike is sloped. So what I'm going to do is make, in the 3D printing, make an extension out here so material can't come up, but they can leak out, and putting a secondary hole right at the bottom of the inner surface so that other material, if anything else comes in, it can get out as well. So I'm hoping that works. It's been positioned in there with a pretty unusual attachment system where there is a bar that grabs it on the bottom, holds it up in there, and I have thumb screws. So if I have to access it, I can actually access it without tools. I can take off the thumb screws, and then I can take off the bar, and then I'll be able to take off the cover. So the last piece is, how do I seal around here? Two things. I'm going to create a little bit of a feature here that effectively works like a gutter over the edge. And when I put it together, I'm going to make an in-place seal. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of Saran wrap around the cover edges, and I'm going to put some silicone around the edge here, and then put it on and let the silicone harden. So the cover will come back on and off, but when I actually put it on and do the clamping, which I won't do the clamping when I let the silicone seal, it'll give it a little bit of firm contact, which won't allow it to be waterproof, but it will greatly diminish any chance of dust or dirt getting in. So there's some 3D printed ingress protection, which hopefully reduces chances of corrosion happening in my battery connections, which are a common problem and would really suck on a 5-day trip.